welcome back to my channel. If you read the title of this video and you clicked on it and now you're thinking, oh my, what kind of pit did I just fall into? Well, I don't blame you. Get ready for the cringiest video we've done so far this year. This one is all about the faithful friends. And what are faithful friends? They are items that we've owned for years and years that we depend on, things that we go back into that we love, even though everyone else may have moved on. They're talking about the newest, the latest, the greatest, but we know that there's nothing like our faithful friends. Okay guys, if you're feeling brave, if you're gonna hang through for the rest of the video, it's about to start right now. Friendos, just stay tuned. So, first cringy confession of the day. Yes, all this makeup is expired. Do I care? Guys, these are my faithful friends. And if you have faithful friends that you just love picking up and maybe the quality on it isn't as good as when you first had it, but it hasn't totally gone out on you and you just still enjoy those products, I invite you, get them out, put them on with me. We'll have this wonderful old friends reunion. Every time my sister cringes in the corner, I'm gonna try not to laugh. This is the first time. Okay guys, so let's get started. So the inspiration for this video was I was really missing this guy. My old friend Dior Air Flash Spray. Now sadly, it has been discontinued and there's only enough left that I can probably use it one time. And I'm saving it, hoping that someone one day will marry me and I'll get to use this. I don't know, it might expire before then and maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know, I just can't bring myself to use up this last little bit. Last time it was like psh, psh, psh. Okay, so enough of that little sad story. So my second best option would be this pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie. I'm always surprised at how much this one comes close to the Dior Air Flash. Okay. Putting that on, and if this is one that you forgot about, Friendos, get it out, try it again, because I'm telling you, it's so good. I actually think I like it more than the Makeup by Mario one, and the Makeup by Mario one has been my go-to ever since I got it. So next up is the Pat McGrath Labs Concealer. I may not have enough of it left. I might have to go in with another faithful friend. Looks like I might have it here. Okay. Next up is this Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette. This is when Urban Decay was in its prime. This is when they had that adjustable primer that I was obsessed with. And look at this, you guys. She is well loved. You can see where I hit pan. All of these. Okay, so this one right now, it's a little bit dried up. It's a little bit hard to work with, but I'm going to push through today because, again, faithful friends are worth the effort every time. Isn't this just beautiful? I feel like a work of Titian. Who is Titian? Okay, you guys, T-I-T-I-A-N. Look him up. He was the first artist to really show up highlighted points on the skin of whoever he was painting. Okay, so let's see. Another faithful friend. This is the number 24 brush. My sister introduced he and I, and we've been getting along ever since. I wanted it because you told me that this would be really good for getting in there and covering up those pores, and you told me that I should use a lot of force and I should just go boom, 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 like that. So today, that's what we're doing. Buff, 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 buff. Buff. That's right, friendos, we're packing those potholes. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in and deepen this up a little bit more. Y'all know I like a very strong contour. And my cream blushes, you know, they're new friends. They're good friends. They're dependable, but they're not the old faithful, so I'm not gonna use those in this video. Hey, friendos, I think the party's getting started. I think our first guest is here. I'm going to invite him in. Come on in. Well, if it isn't my old pal Bloopy. So for bronzer Bloopy, I want to go back into this Urban Decay palette, even though it's old. Can you help me out? This one, Bloopy. I feel like Bloopy should be multitasking considering he has so many tentacles. Or arms. That's looking good, Bloopy. Thank you. Okay, I'll take the rest from here. Okay, everybody, give it up for my old pal Bloopy. I can't wait to see who shows up next. Someone else is here. So my faithful friend Wicket is here. Hi Wicket, welcome to the set.
Going down.
I was thinking of using this Buxom Wanderlust blush. This has primer infused in it. It's really good if you have a lot of pores like myself. You're gonna help me out?
Going down. Going down, makeup.
Hey! On the cheeks, Wicket.
Going down. Going down, makeup. Going down.
Okay, you're being a little too rough.
Going down. Going down, makeup.
Yes, that's the better technique. Okay, all right, I'll take it from there.
Going
Thanks,
down.
Wicket. Wow, guys, it's been a really exciting video so far. Hope you all are entertained. So next we'll go in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. You guys have this one in your collections? I bet you do. If you've been into makeup for very long, I bet you have this one. I don't have very much left. No, we got just enough, I think. I'm just gonna go ahead and start powdering my face and... Totoro, how'd you get here? Well, friendos, the gang's all here. Now you've met all my faithful friends, my stuffed ones, and also my makeup buddies. So now we're going to do eyeshadow. Raise your hand if you own this palette. The original Tati Beauty palette. Yes, you do, and you do. Actually, there's really no way for me to see that, so just leave me a comment. Let me know if you bought the Tati Beauty palette when it came out. I really do hate that Tati's brand is over. I feel like this was such a good palette. So good for special occasions like New Year's Eve and that kind of thing. What could have been? So I was gonna use Faithful Friends, but my sister introduced me to new friends. So I'm going to be using a lot of Shayna B stuff. This is a big thank you to Mary, a friend in real life. Yes, I have one. So thank you, Mary, for these brushes. Actually, we'll start out with an old favorite. So the Sonia G Mini Booster. I'm going to start out today with the shade Poet. And this palette was so pigmented. I mean, it is so pigmented. And it still performs really good despite its age. Okay, next up we have Memory, black shade. Now I know it probably looks like I was trying to make eyeliner here. I'm actually not. I'm just trying to establish a really dark matte border. A lot of this is going to get covered up in just a minute. I'm not going to change out brushes. I'm not even going to wipe this one off. I'm just going to go straight into the brown shade, which is called Ritual. I'll go ahead and do my lower lash line over here. Okay, we're gonna come back to that. Right now I'm just concerned with placement. I'm not really concerned with blending quite yet. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with Sequins. And see, this is a shade that has a lot of different little micro glitters in it. We get that nice prismatic effect from this shade. And I am going to spray my brush because the one thing that I did not like about this palette is the micro glitter in the mattes. It kind of gets everywhere after a while. So we're gonna go ahead and just take a little bit of caution. Just remember, faithful friends are faithful. They're what you go to, but that doesn't mean they're perfect. There's so many good life lessons to be learned in this video today. Now I'm going to go into Soothe, which is the nice neutral tan shade. And I'm going to go along that harsh border and make it a little bit less defined. All this is going to get covered up, just like I told you, but still, I want to do just a little bit of work. Now, what I consider to be the majesty of this palette is actually the pressed glitters. They were so good. If you own this palette, sound off, let me know. Do you think anyone has ever done a pressed glitter so good? I don't think so. Okay, so I'm gonna just stick my fingy right in there and apply. I remember doing a look similar to this for New Year's Eve one year. You just get an array of colors in this particular glitter. And this one, out of all the pressed glitters, it's my favorite. Now I'm gonna have to rely on a brush to do my inner corners. Getting it on there is gonna be a trick. And then I'm going to spray that brush once again, just so we can have a safe voyage from the palette to my eye. And I'm not sure if it shows up on camera, but in real life, you can still see that micro glitter that's in the matte shade that I put down underneath this. I'm not taking it all the way to the end. You see that, guys? I'm leaving the matte black visible. Now I'm going to go back into Poet, put that down under the rest of my eye, into that lower lash line. Then I'm going to do just a little bit of the glitter shade Aura in the middle, trying to be careful with it, not get it into my eye or too far down. And now back to Friendship. We have the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This was everyone's favorite, I feel like, back in 2016. And it's still a good one now. So let's go in. So in all seriousness, you guys, which I know it's like you have not been serious this entire video. Isn't it kind of sad that we forget about some of our favorite makeup products, even though they're so good? Like, some of these products are just absolutely divine, but we end up putting them on a shelf or something because new things come out and we get so excited and we forget how fantastic the items that we already own are. Like the Pure Love Your Selfie foundation. It's honestly better than most of the foundations in my collection, but I hadn't reached for it in a long time. Okay, friendos, so now I'm gonna pop off camera for just a moment. I'm gonna add liner and lashes and touch up what I've put down, and I'll be right back to you. Now, my guys, I'm gonna go in with my old buddy Buxom. We're gonna go in with the shade Hot Toddy. This is in the full on lip cream. I have so many of these. I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm not. And if you have not tried these out, let's just say, in a world where you have not tried these out and you are looking for a plumping lip gloss that actually works, this one out of all of my plumping lip glosses works the best. Okay, and now I'm sure you all, my faithful friends IRL, are ready to get on with your day, so let's finish this off. I'm gonna go in with Alien by Terry Mugler, and let me just tell you guys, he did not mess up when he named this fragrance. It is the most ethereal of all my perfumes. Just smells so out of this world. Hard to describe. Definitely a sweet floral with a weird musky vibe. You have to try it if you haven't. And I'm not sure which bottle I'm on now. It's gotta be 4 or 5. So guys, I guess we shall end there. Please don't forget, let me know what your faithful friends are when it comes to your makeup or your stuffed animals. Whatever it may be, let me know what are the things that you always end up reaching for, or something that you gravitate towards when it's a special occasion and you want to go in with something dependable. As always, I wish you all a fantastic rest of your day. Don't hesitate to give this video a like if you pity me, because I know you couldn't have enjoyed this train wreck. I also invite you to subscribe if you have not done so already, because if not, we'll both have to live in the sorrow of never knowing what could have been. Alright guys, have a fabulous day. Bye.